any man can tilt. You can tilt. Is it possible to know when one reaches the limit?
Hey, Tye, good up. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good, man. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, man. Thanks for telling me about The Card Counter. I love this film. I mean, what an intense movie. You know, Nolan can write like Paul Schrader. I mean, this movie just pops.
Yeah. No, I think you're absolutely right. He definitely has a unique style, and there's no one quite like him.
You play Kirk with a C, and you know, essentially, his story's about revenge, isn't it?
Yeah, mostly. I mean, he's trying to, grow past his, the events that have happened in his past that have, mainly, mostly been traumatic. And I think he's, really seeking revenge to try to overcome that.
You know, everything's working against him, from his bad childhood to the relationship with his mother. But when he meets William Tell, Oscar Isaac's character, he invites him on his poker tour, gives him a nickname, the Kid. He's determined to help him financially, takes him under his wing. Has he become a father figure to Kirk?
Yeah, I think so in some ways. I don't know if Kirk would necessarily see it like that, or I don't even think Tell would see it like that. But, I think he definitely, Tell feels responsible to help this kid out. There's this connective tissue from the events of their past that happen to be the same type of trauma and the same events. And I think that there's a mutual understanding there. And so I think he understands the rage and the anger and the revenge that he's looking to seek. And I think that, I think Oscar's character feels like if he can take him under his wing and give him the right words of encouragement, that maybe he can steer him on the right path, and maybe that can relieve some of the guilt that he carries as well.
There are two incredible speeches that Oscar Isaac has in the movie. One is in the restaurant. The second one is in the hotel room with you. But the one in the restaurant, I want you to talk about that scene because it was one shot. I mean, Paul Schrader just dollied in, and I was watching you, and he was just letting it go about the noise in prison, and it gave me chills. What was it like shooting that scene?
Oh, I mean, it was great. It was, I think maybe that might be my favorite scene in the movie. I think the uniqueness, there's this kind of levity at the beginning of the scene, and then all of a sudden it just becomes really real and dark. And, he kind of reveals, it's one moment where we see, William Tell revealing things from his past that he typically keeps boxed up.
No, absolutely. And I just think your character is just, I don't want to say he's selfish, but he just won't learn. He's so blinded by revenge that all these good things coming at him to start anew, he just totally dismisses.
Yeah, no, and I think there's, there are a lot of people that struggle with that, that have this kind of stubborn mentality, and there's also, I think it's because of his naivety as well. I think he's naive about getting revenge and how it'll feel, and he thinks that that's the way forward, but maybe it's not.
And finally today, favorite Paul Schrader story from the set?
Oh, there are a few good ones. Probably
none that'll get you in trouble.
No, it was the first day getting to know Paul and getting to know how he works, I think was very interesting. I think everybody, you're always on your toes, especially the first couple of days, you're trying to feel a character out and feel out what the set is like. And I think for Paul, he works in a very economical way. And on the first day we were doing this pool scene, and on the first shot, he just wanted me to start in the middle of the scene. Like, we haven't even done a full take yet. And he just wants me to start in the middle of the scene and just do the back half of the scene, because he knows he's only going to be in that shot for the back half of the scene. And I was like, okay, I was game, but it took me a second to to get used to that.
I'll tell you, what an awesome film. Great job. One of my favorite films of the year. When you have a chance, though, come visit us in Las Vegas, man. We'd love to have you.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks so much, man. And love the background.
All right. Take care, buddy.
Yeah, you too.